There was a time when Shikhar Dhawan, our very own Gabbar, was such an integral part of the team that we couldn't even imagine our top order without him. When we look back at the golden years of cricket between 2013 and 2019, we vividly remember Gabbar's aggressive style, his signature moustache twirl, and his consistent performances for the team. He used to form such a formidable opening partnership with Rohit Sharma that it would shake the confidence of the opposition, be it the World Cup, the Champions Trophy, or any other major tournament. Dhawan's contributions were evident everywhere, right guys? But like every hero's journey, there comes a time when new challenges arise and new heroes step into the spotlight. For Gabbar, that moment came when fresh faces like Shubman Gill and Ishan Kishan entered the team.
आपकी जगह शुभमन ने ले ली और आप शुभमन की इतनी तारीफ कर रहे हैं।
हाँ जी।
तो कभी आपके मन में भी कभी ईर्ष्या का कोई भाव आता है?
नहीं, मुझे बहुत प्यार है उसका, मेरा खूब दुआएं हैं।
Just as Gabbar had stepped up in 2013 replacing Gautam Gambhir, these young guns were now challenging Gabbar's position. In his last series against Bangladesh in 2022, Dhawan's form was struggling. His scores were 7, 8 and 3. It was a wake-up call for him, signaling that his golden era was coming to an end, and new players were vying for the crown. The final nail in the coffin was being dropped from the 2023 World Cup squad. This story is about those glorious 6 years when we all fell in love with Indian cricket's Gabbar.
Standing effort by Shikhar Dhawan is sensational. This man, 4th one-day international 100, all in 2013.
And friends, this is where the real story begins, our Gabbar's rise to fame. You must be wondering, how did Dhawan's name become so big? Well, it all started in 2013 when Dhawan took his cricketing career to a whole new level. The first time he played a test match for India, he made such an explosive start that it left everyone stunned. He scored 187 runs in his debut match, and that too in just 174 balls. This wasn't just an ordinary performance. It was the beginning of a journey for a man who was destined to etch his name in the history of Indian cricket. Now, you might be thinking, Test cricket is fine, but what was the scene in ODIs? Well, in the 2013 Champions Trophy, Gabbar completely stole the show. When teams from around the world were ready to battle it out, Shikhar Dhawan showcased such incredible batting that it left everyone in awe. In a tournament where every match is crucial, Dhawan scored back-to-back centuries leading India towards victory. Just imagine. In a tournament where every match is crucial, Dhawan scored back-to-back centuries leading India towards victory. His first century came against South Africa, where he scored 114 runs and set a solid foundation for India. Then against the West Indies, he played another explosive innings of 102 runs. Dhawan's form was so outstanding that throughout the entire tournament, he didn't give any bowler a chance to even strategize against him. And everyone would agree that Dhawan's contribution was the most crucial in winning the Champions Trophy. His match-winning knocks once again made India the champion of an ICC tournament. At that time, every fan had just one name in their hearts, Shikhar Gabbar Dhawan. Do you remember those moments when Dhawan celebrated in his iconic style? And friends, when we talk about Shikhar Dhawan's golden era, another name automatically comes to mind, Rohit Sharma. The duo of Gabbar and Hitman became one of the most successful opening pairs in the history of ODI cricket. Have you ever wondered how these two teamed up to dismantle every opposition? Between 2013 and 2019, whenever Dhawan and Rohit stepped onto the pitch, fans were confident that a solid start for India was guaranteed. This duo was so powerful that opposition teams could only dream of getting them out. And bro, when we talk about key moments, how can we forget that match in Jaipur in 2013? Australia had set a massive target of 360 runs, and almost 10 years earlier, India faced the same target in the 2003 World Cup final. Everyone thought this chase was impossible, but Gabbar and Rohit showed such an incredible partnership that it left everyone stunned. Dhawan scored 95 runs, giving India a fantastic start. His knock laid such a strong foundation that India won the match with 39 balls to spare, and that too by 9 wickets. This magic wasn't limited to Jaipur. This duo won India many high-pressure matches with similar brilliance. As time went on, Gabbar's presence in Indian cricket shone even brighter. Whenever an ICC tournament came around, Dhawan was always at his best. Do you remember the 2015 World Cup? Shikhar Dhawan's explosive performances piled up runs for India. In that tournament, he became one of the top run scorers for India. Who can forget his century against South Africa? What a classy knock it was, where he left the bowlers completely helpless. And then, against Ireland, Dhawan smashed another century, leading India to yet another convincing win. It felt like in every World Cup match, India's victory was almost guaranteed as long as Dhawan was batting. Then came the 2017 Champions Trophy, where Dhawan once again proved his form in ICC tournaments. He became the highest run scorer of the tournament yet again. Friends, in the Champions Trophy, he showed consistency in every match, which is the hallmark of a great player. Sometimes it felt like there was a special connection between ICC tournaments and Shikhar Dhawan. Whenever the team needed him, Dhawan was always there, ready with his explosive shots. And friends, this consistency brought Dhawan to another significant stage of his career, the 2019 World Cup. Gabbar started this World Cup with a bang, just like he had in every ICC tournament. He smashed a fantastic century against Australia, completely changing the course of the match. But there is something about that century that not many people know. During that innings, a delivery from Pat Cummins struck Dhawan on the hand and his thumb got fractured. Despite the pain, Dhawan took 3 painkillers and went on to score that century. That's the kind of grit and determination that makes him a true warrior on the field. It seemed like this World Cup was going to be Dhawan's, but cricket, friends, can be so unpredictable at times. After that match, the injury turned out to be so serious that he had to withdraw from the tournament altogether. For his fans and the team, this was a huge blow. A player who had always been dependable for his team in the World Cup, his sudden exit was deeply disappointing for everyone. Team India began to feel Gabbar's absence, as his experience and aggression at the top order were sorely missing. But friends, even this injury can't diminish Dhawan's World Cup legacy. In every World Cup, whenever the team needed a strong start, Dhawan was the one who delivered. His performances in the World Cup were so reliable that he is counted among India's most consistent World Cup players. What do you think? If Dhawan had stayed injury-free, would India's World Cup journey have been different? Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments. In this video, we have focused only on Mr. ICC's performance in ICC tournament because if we start talking about bilateral matches, my video editor might just run away from the workload. And now, friends, let's talk about the impact and legacy that Shikhar Dhawan has left on Indian cricket. Between 2013 and 2019, Dhawan didn't just win matches, he inspired an entire generation. His fearless batting style, which even Virat Kohli mentioned in his tweet, his aggression and consistency have set a benchmark for new cricketers. Even today, when we look at young players, we can see a reflection of Gabbar in them. Players like Shubman Gill, who are now stepping up for Team India, have also mentioned in their interview how much they have learned from Dhawan's game. And when it comes to stats, Dhawan's record speaks for itself. From 2013 to 2019, Dhawan scored over 5,000 runs in ODI cricket, with an average of over 45 and a strike rate of 90. During this period, he also smashed 17th century, which places him among India's top ODI batsmen. These stats aren't just numbers, they showcase the immense contribution he made to Indian cricket. So, Dhawan's journey isn't just a story of personal success, it's an important chapter in the history of Indian cricket. The foundation he set is what today's Team India is building upon. What do you think? How has Dhawan's legacy shaped Indian cricket? And what impact has he had on today's cricketers? Share your thoughts in the comments. So, see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and your family.